We had filed in a review application before the Juvenile Justice Board to allow the juvenile to be tried as an accused and also to send him in the remand home. The operative order was communicated to us by the Juvenile Justice Board, and the said juvenile accused has been sent to the remand home for a period of 14 days till the 5th of June. The orders in respect of him being tried as an adult is awaited at the moment, in due course.
Now, Times Now has learned from sources that the Pune police has started investigating the drug angle in this case. Police is suspecting that the accused consumed drugs along with alcohol with his friends when he was in that party on Saturday and on Sunday. Now, the drug connection in this Pune Porsche case is adding another layer to the investigation. Now, when we are telling you about this angle, we are also getting to know that the accused, the minor, the juvenile who has been sent to the observation home till the 5th of June on both 18th of May as per sources and on the 19th of May. Now, as the probe is also widening, there is an alleged link between this family, the Agarwal family, and the Daud gang, and sources are also telling us that the grandfather of the accused took help from Don Chota Rajan over a property dispute in the past. And in the latest, the Pune police has questioned the grandfather of the accused. There's another interesting part when that has come to light. The sources, Pune police sources have told Times Now that the police took 2 blood samples of the accused in a space of 3 to 4 hours. Why were 2 samples taken? The second sample was taken as a backup by the Pune police and was sent to different hospitals. The second blood sample was taken to avoid, as per the police, any foul play. Now, the court has decided to extend the remand of the minor's father till the 24th. Authorities have asserted that the accused father is not cooperating during the investigation, prompting the need for additional questioning prior to his arrest when the police issued notice for his participation in the investigation. He allegedly provided misleading information claiming to be in Shirdi when his actual location was Aurangabad, from where he was actually arrested. Now listen into how the victims and their families, how the families of the victims are fighting back.
आगे इस केस में न्याय मिलेगा, ये इस चीज़ की प्रोबेबिलिटी जो है ये बढ़ती हुई नज़र आ रही है। ये इन 5 दिनों में मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो हो और सही दिशा में हम केस को लेके जाए और कानून व्यवस्था सुचारू रूप से चले। लड़के के पिता हैं, उन्होंने इस केस को अपने पॉलिटिकल सपोर्ट या जो भी अपने पैसे के बलबूते पे दबाने की कोशिश की, तो वो चीज़ ये जो इतने समय बाद ये चीज़ें हो रही है, ये चीज़ पहले हो जाती तो लोगों का भरोसा और इतना आक्रोश नहीं होता।
Abhishek is joining us live. Abhishek, today there are questions that are being asked of a possible cover-up that was at play. And that is why now, as you get this information to us of 2 blood samples being taken in a span of 3 to 4 hours, viewers are asking, where is the blood report?
See, definitely, that has raised suspicion. In fact, taking 2 blood sample within the span of few hours, and that definitely raises suspicion on the investigation that was carried out initially by the Pune police. And more importantly, is definitely as we speak, the blood report are still pending, because that was not even submitted yesterday before the Juvenile Justice Board or either to the district court. So definitely, as we speak, what we believe from the Pune police sources, that a report of both the blood sample are still awaited, and they will be produced before the court as and when they are made available.
No, how long does it usually take? How long does it usually take to get the reports of a blood sample? Because you've covered such cases multiple times. In a case where there are deaths involved, and the juvenile here, there is so much focus on this case. The juvenile here was a minor driving a supercar. Blood samples are taken, 2 of them, and you're telling us it's been over 70 hours, and the blood reports are not ready yet.
See, definitely, it depends upon the basically around 48 hours is more than enough to the blood sample to be recovered or collected and then submitted. But this what we can sense here is there is quite a bit more delay than that, and why it has been delayed and why there were 2 blood samples. These kinds of things are the questions are raising suspicion on the investigation that is being carried out by the police. In fact, right from the beginning, if you understand why there are 2 separate FIRs, that also can be questioned, because initially in the first FIR father and the bar owners or the bar managers were not booked, because initial FIR only mentioned one accused, that is minor, who walks away with a bail from Juvenile Justice Board. Then after this outrage, public outrage, media coverage, the Pune police was forced to file another FIR wherein they took the cognizance on their own. In fact, the complainant in that FIR itself is an assistant sub-inspector, where the father was made an accused, the owner of the bar, and these all the person who served the liquor. This is how the cover-up is being shown.
Yeah, but
right?
but that second FIR was filed only after, like you mentioned, only after public outcry, only after the Pune police realized that there are going to be a lot of questions, because the entire country came together to question that how can a boy who's 17 years and 8 months old, he kills 2 people in his supercar, and the bail conditions were also ridiculous. But once again, we want to get our focus back on that one point that is still raising. The accident happened on the night of Sunday. Today is a Thursday. Are you telling us that the Pune police has no answers when we question them? Why is it taking so long to give us a blood report, and leave that there were 2 samples taken?
See, more on that, in fact, Commissioner of Police of Pune, Amitesh Kumar, when we asked him the question, in fact, he was sitting on our channel. He said, despite being a fact that whether the blood report turns out to be positive or negative or whatever the outcome would be, we have credible evidences to prove in the court of law that the minor was under the influence of alcohol. The CCTV footage clearly shows that he is having alcohol at that pub. In fact, he also went on to say we are in the position of the bills around which are 40,000 and above being paid at one of the pubs. These are the evidences that police have gathered, and they have a watertight case, is what in the Pune Police Commissioner has said in the defense.
So the Pune Police is now saying they have a watertight case, but there are many questions that remain unanswered. A second FIR filed as an afterthought. But stay with us, Abhishek. We also have, sources telling us now that there were people related to this very family, the family of the juvenile, who tried their best to influence some of the eyewitnesses who were present at the spot right after the incident. Sources are telling us that there was pressure put to manipulate the statements of eyewitnesses and say that they didn't see the accused behind the wheels, but it was somebody else. Now, they wanted to plant the driver, but they could not do so because the eyewitnesses stuck to their statement. And if you remember the videos that are running on your screens, after that tragedy, after the way we can't even call this an accident, after the way the car ran over the 2 people, leading to their deaths, people came out in anger. They pulled out the people in the car and they were very angry, and they took them to the cops. So the attempt, Abhishek, to also influence witnesses, now that angle becomes very crucial here.
See, definitely it cannot be ignored, because Vishal Agrawal, who is the father of the minor accused, he is one of the known personality in Pune, one of the high-profile builders. He have political connections which cannot be ignored because of the fact that, how NCP MLA belonging to Ajit faction rushes to the police station. He is visible in the police station, CCTV is there, and he admits to the fact. Remember, we even confronted him during the press conference. He said that I'm ready for any probe, but I have relations with Vishal Agrawal. That's the reason I got a call from him and I rushed to the police station. But he, in his defense, says that I also inquired and spoke to the family of the deceased. And I also want to point out one thing, because Times Now was the channel who exclusively spoke to the complainant of the first FIR, who's a close friend, common friend of both the victim who lost their life, Aqib Ramzan Mullah.
Yes.
We had a telephonic conversation, and he clearly he explained to us what happened on the ground at that time. He was the person who pulled up the minor accused because the minor accused was stuck at that time because the airbags
Yes.
of the Porsche car because of that he was unable to come out. And he also mentioned there were two more people in the car,
Right.
and there was a public outrage which we can see in the visuals. You know, stones have been pelted on the
Right.
Porsche,
Right.
and Ashwini was dead on the spot, and
Yeah.
later Anish was taken to the hospital where he was declared brought dead.
Abhishek,
So
stay with us as we
he
gather
also
more.
spoke
Only,
to us
only for
that
the want of time, I have to interject you here because we have to take a short break. But stay with us and keep us updated on all those, questions that are now coming in. Where is the blood report? Where are the two people who were in the car and who possibly, fled the spot? Why is it? Why was there an attempt to influence the witnesses? And if there was, are the cops looking at this attempt to coerce witness angle? Thank you, Abhishek, for getting us all those details. It's time for us to slip into a short break here on Times Now. Stay with us. We'll